Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Well, you already asked you that, so
It's like so we actually used to work at the theater together, and you'd be like,
yeah,
oh, enjoy your movie, and they'd be like, you too, and I'd be like,
yeah.
thanks.
That's exactly how it was. I still do that sometimes. It's really embarrassing.
But yeah, thank you for waiting. I really appreciate it,
Of course, of
and
course.
thank you for participating. Thank you, thank
hmm
you. Um,
Also, quick shout out to Jeffrey for keeping me company for a little bit. Really
Thank
appreciate that.
you,
What a
thank you, Kuya
homie.
Jeffrey. I appreciate you. Um, yeah. Do you mind introducing yourself to stream?
Sure.
And
I'm Jaden or Jaytonitus, however you want to call me. I am a variety and achievement hunter streamer and also a very big memer and a fast food devourer and currently going for my Bachelor of Commerce at McEwen University.
hey, yo, let's go.
Let's go.
How close are you to finishing?
I'm only in my second year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Halfway,
it's
halfway.
halfway.
He's the baby of the
Oh,
group.
I was the young
He's the
child of the
youngest
group.
of the group.
Yeah,
Yep.
I never made it to VIP.
Thank you,
Rest
Raven,
in
for
peace.
being here. Enjoy this meeting. I'm gonna head out for the reels. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. It was so nice having you here. And sorry, Jay. So
That's okay.
these are my socials if you guys want to follow. I realize I only did this. I think I only did the Discord. But keep studying. Oh my gosh, right.
Who's what? Why is Rai telling me to fight?
Fight. What?
Or why are you telling me to study? Listen,
Oh, he's
I
picking a fight.
I only have failed one class so far, and that's not my fault. That's entirely my fault, but it's slightly not my fault. I blame the economy on that one.
Eat the rich.
It's like that's a really old scuffed reference, but it's an oldie but a goodie. Shout out if you know that reference, by the way.
Oldies but a goodie.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he defending himself from chat instead of flirting with Aki. I didn't pay for that. Yeah. So, can you tell me more about your content and what you do?
Um, well, my content is mostly focused around achievement hunting. So usually what I'll do is I'll pick a game and I'll try to 100% it.
Wow.
My chat voted for me, and the newest one is I can't believe I'm doing it. It's Dark Souls. So it's
Ooh.
gonna be painful. So basically, what I'm gonna do is I started from the very beginning, and I'm gonna get every single achievement until I finish it, and I'm gonna stream my progress 100% of the way through.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Good
it's
luck.
thank you. It's been painful, but it's also been fun. Like
Mm.
the community for Dark Souls has been really helpful so far. I've had a
Aw.
lot of help with it, and they've been super sweet, and they've been able to help me out a lot, which has been super fun. So
Aw. I'm glad you're
yeah.
enjoying. I'm still like, good luck though. I've tried games made by the same people who made Dark Souls, and it was
No,
not a good
no
time.
bueno.
It was a not a
No,
good time.
no, absolutely not. It's the people that play that game on a regular basis and they enjoy it to the certain extent to play through it over and over again is absolutely mind-boggling. I have a friend who's 100%ed every single Dark Souls game so far.
Holy,
Yeah,
holy.
he's kind of my inspiration to and kind of like my anchor in this to 100% it. So I'm holding on to dear life with him and I'm just like, I need help. And he's like, all right, I got you, fam. And then he'll tell me what to do.
Aw.
So I'm glad to have that anchor with me.
Me too. I love backseating and I love help.
Mm-hmm.
Never feel bad
Preach,
about it.
sister.
I'm always like, guys, help me. I don't know what I'm doing. I know I'm in end game. I've been playing this game for
Yeah.
2 years, but I don't know the basics. Help me with my artifacts.
the,
Um,
yeah, because you play a lot of Genshin, and I every time I watch your stream and you're playing Genshin, I have no idea. It looks super cool. I have no idea what's going on, and I know if I ever started playing it, I'm gonna like be texting you 24/7. It's like, so how do I change characters again?
See, that one's easy though. You just press 1, 2, 3, 4 on the PC, or you press their faces on the if
That's
you're
too
playing on your
much for
phone.
me. It's too much for me.
How
I
are you
can't
gonna
do
play
that.
Dark Souls then? Oh, I guess you don't change character.
I paid someone off. I paid someone off. It's fine.
Gotcha, gotcha. I'm sorry for you. That sounds terrible.
Thank
And
you.
hello,
for
Ninja.
Snapchat.
Yeah, so Jaytonitus here is attempting to 100% Dark Souls. Best of luck. Bless
Yay.
his soul.
Thank you.
Is
The
Dark
Dark Soul?
Souls harder than Nioh? Neo?
That is an excellent question. I actually would not know. Tran Lee would know if he
Yeah,
was here.
because that's where I like. He's the friend that I saw playing it, so I was like, oh, I want to try this game.
Yeah, he's playing right now Wolong Fallen Dynasty, I believe, and he's been absolutely enjoying it. But I think Dark Souls was a lot more of a challenge for him.
Okay.
So, but I can't say personally if it was good, like for him, like if it was personally harder for him. But from what I experienced, from what I've seen in his streams, it looks like Dark Souls is much harder than Neo.
Okay, okay. Interesting, interesting. As a big Dark Souls fan, I believe in you, bro. Ninja believes in you. I've been stuck on the first big enemy in Neo 2 for 2 weeks now. Is it Neo? Nio?
Neo, yeah.
Okay. Dark Souls is not hard necessarily, it's just very fucking rage-inducing. Neo, okay. It's hard in its own way. It's hard to compare. Gotcha. It's not that it's super hard, it's just super unforgiving. Dark Souls is harder? Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah. Like, the base of Dark Souls is... I feel like I'm on a podcast right now. Just talking about Dark Souls all of a sudden. Basically, with Dark Souls, it's a very simplistic game. It's... You have your rolls, and then you have your attacks, and you just have to learn the attack patterns. But it's basically that loop over and over again. And it makes for an entertaining game. It makes for an interesting game because every single enemy, every single boss is different.
Interesting.
So, and you can go through multiple sections like over and over again, basically. So one time you might get through it unscathed. The next time you're going to have to use all of your healing potions, and then you're going to have to go back and attempt it again.
Even if it's the same pattern?
Same boss. Yep. Because they can do different patterns. Okay. But it's similar animation kind of thing.
Oh, okay, okay.
If that makes sense. Yeah.
So outside of gaming and streaming, what are your hobbies and interests?
I really like music. I really like listening to music. Mostly right now my playlist consists of Cage the Elephant, AJR, and J Park. Okay. That's most of my playlist so far. Other than that, I usually don't really have too much time to do anything outside of school, work, and stream.
Fair. I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel that.
I used to be a huge gym rat, as they say, but that kind of has taken a back burner with school.
Yeah, once school's done, it's fine.
Yeah, once school's done. Yeah, exactly. Once school's done, I'll absolutely get back to the gym and I'll be ready for the beaches.
So I'm just wondering, just because like you and I have talked, did you prepare anything? Just was there anything you wanted to showcase or say or anything for the stream?
Not really.
No.
I'm curious as to why you're asking that.
Because you were like, get ready to be memed upon.
Oh yeah.
So I was like,
I've been telling.
I was like, what's going on?
I was like, I thought about it, but after watching everyone and them give like serious answers and stuff like that, I felt like it would be a little inappropriate to just like meme upon. It's like, so what do you do for fun? Oh, I like to go to the moon and blast aliens, you know, just like something ridiculously stupid or funny or something like that. But I wanted to actually try.
Aww.
And like, yeah, and actually be a presentable person other than just being a meme, because I meme a lot. You already know I like to make people laugh and stuff like that. I kind of want to just be my own person for this, and I kind of want to showcase that.
So let's see. Were you Were you difficult as a child?
Was I difficult as a child? When it came to food, I was especially difficult. But other than that, I was kind of the middle dream child. I wouldn't argue too much
Mm,
with my parents. But when it came to food, I was especially argumentative because I was always in the mood for fast food, and I always
mm,
still am, anyways.
fair.
So,
Same.
so
Yeah.
yeah, that's I don't know. I don't really. I remember my younger brother being the argumentative one.
Oh boy.
Sorry to call you out like this, but like you were the very argumentative one. I remember waking up some mornings and my brother and my mom would be arguing with each other even before they got out the door and stuff like that. I was a little argumentative, but for the most part, I was pretty chill.
Hmm.
I was a pretty simple child.
So between the three of you siblings,
Hmm.
what do you have a story of like the worst thing that they've gotten like any of you three have gotten in trouble for?
Oh, that instantly this story comes to mind. So we used to have a Bowflex.
Okay.
Obviously, this isn't going to end well for anyone
No.
involved, but basically, the little clip where the Bowflex was,
Mm.
we were playing around with that, and it was unclipped. So when my dad went to go use the Bowflex, it came undone, and it just right at the back of his head,
Oh.
like it was the pull down bar,
Yeah.
and he was just so livid. I mean, obviously livid to a specific point because your kids were messing around with something they weren't supposed to mess around with, and now
Mm.
you've gotten injured for it. And it was my fault, but they don't know that because I deflected the blame to my younger brother. I feel so bad saying it, but it's true. Sorry, Tyler, but that's just how it is. He got most of the blame for that, and I kind of got off scot-free. I don't even remember doing anything. I just remember that happening, and I was just quiet because I was just so shocked about it.
Mm.
And then my younger brother just got sent to his room and stuff like that. So that's that's one of the main stories of our childhood.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there are tons of others if you want to pry deeper and and hear about the stories of the clan.
Maybe on further
Mm-hmm.
dates. But
Oh,
right? Maybe.
further date.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
So Chat and I have been noticing that you've got some Pokemon plushies.
Yes, ma'am. All the Pokemon plushies that I have collected uh, over the years. My first one, I believe, was there's a Vaporeon hiding back there that I
Mm.
have. That was my first ever one.
Oh wow.
But my personal favorite is my Torchic one, which is also kind of hidden back there.
I
That one
see
is
it.
actually that one's from Japan.
Oh wow.
Because I had a friend when I went to technical college.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "Hey, I'm going to Japan. Do you want anything?" I'm like, "Give me a Torchic plushie," and he's like, "Deal." And he came back with a Torchic plushie and delivered. So that one's probably my favorite, or the little Lapras that I have over there.
Lapras
I
is a
love
good
that
one.
Lapras. Lapras is my or Coughing. Coughing's hilarious. He's just his face is just so derpy.
It
It's
is.
it's probably my
It's the
favorite in terms of coughing. Like it's just my favorite in terms of production quality, I think. I
Okay.
think it's just like it's just perfect. It's just the size is just right.
Mm-hmm.
The little like spikes on it are just perfect. The face is just amazing. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm geeking out about this way too much, but but yeah, all the Pokemon plushies. I have given a little bit of a tour on my streams about it,
Mm-hmm.
but it's always nice to be like, oh yeah, are those Pokemon? I'll be like, yes, I will shut down stream for an hour and I will talk about each and every one of these and how I got them.
Ask about his magic cards? I'd rather not. Not today. I know what happens.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
I know what happens,
It's a,
folks.
it's a slippery slope.
It's a very
Also,
slippery slope.
yeah.
Very
That's my-
slippery slope. I've seen it.
Yeah, it's a very slippery slope. I
Seen
can go
this.
into detail. Yeah. I can tell you about the time I spent like $300 on one piece of cardboard.
I mean, they're not up, but they're behind me, so I can't talk. I can't talk. I can't talk.
I do have a question. Did you unpack every single one of those, or were some of those like bought specifically, or were most of those unboxed?
Honestly, most of them were bought because a lot of them. So they're all Pikachu's, right? So
Yeah.
you can't really pull the old Pikachu's from like 20 years ago. You gotta find them, and there's like special edition ones that don't come in. Like they're Pikachu is obviously their mascot Pokemon. It's got a lot of promo cards that you can only get through whatever the promotion was.
Mm-hmm.
Which is honestly quite a few Pikachu cards. Quite a few.
Yeah,
Especially if you get into
absolutely.
Japanese. A lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Let's see. So if you were to ask a girl out, how it how would you go about asking a girl out? BRB? Okay. Thank you.
Oh
I hear
man,
that.
this is a question that I feared the most probably. See, this is where I would like meme you. I like with my soundboard, if I may. If I may.
Go for it.
I'd just be like, hey,
How you doing?
you know,
Joey.
just good old Joey. Like, and I have done that too.
Really?
Girls before. Yeah, I mean, I was extremely drunk, but it happened.
How did it work out for you?
She had a boyfriend, and she was like, well, my boyfriend's right there, and the boyfriend came up to me, and he's like, is there a problem here? I'm like, no, sir, you've got a wonderful girl, and I shook his hand, and I left. So that's how that happened. But if I were to ask a girl out, like set the situation, like where are we exactly?
So let's say you have a crush on a girl and you guys have been talking and you kind of want to go on a date. Do you just ask her out? Like, or would you like set up something elaborate or?
I'd ask her if she has any interest in a specific hobby of some sort. My go-to one is usually escape rooms because to my surprise, a lot of people that I talk to have not done escape rooms. And it's absolutely crazy to me. And I think escape rooms are a great way of like going out and having fun and like team building and like communication wise, and just you kind of get to see who that person is during that time
When they're stressed.
So
Yep. Yep.
I guess that's one way to put it. But I usually would just be like, yeah, do you want to go to like an escape room or something like that? And I always like to make sure that it's well known that it's a date before. I don't like.
That's what I was gonna ask.
I don't like the ambiguity of it because that just causes problems and the miscommunication can happen. I just would rather just be like, hey, do you mind if I take you out on a date to like an escape room and dinner or something like that? And that's probably how I go about asking about that. And then for dinner, probably something fun as well. I'm not a huge fan of like the huge like steak dinners or anything. I'd much rather do something fun. The last date I went on, we did finger food, and I thought that was a blast.
Interesting.
So we did like calamari and like dill pickle spears and stuff like that, and it was a lot of fun.
Oh, that's good. So if we were to go on a date, is that what would happen? Or
I mean, are you interested in that?
I mean, I'm pretty much down for a lot of things, guys. I mean,
well,
usually.
if that's what you're down for, then absolutely. If you have reservations about something, then we can always accommodate to that. We don't have to go after just what I want to do. I want it to be something that both of us enjoy, because I've seen situations where like working at escape room, I've seen situations where someone doesn't want to be there and they have just the most awful experience ever.
True.
And all the other person's just having fun. Like I would hate for it if we went to an escape room and you hated it and I loved it. That would make me feel even worse about it. So I would want it to be something that we both enjoy. Because there's all kinds of things to do. There's like escape rooms, there's like destruction rooms, there's always like different arcades, there's like bowling, mini golf, there's all different types of
that sounds wild.
things like that. Yeah.
I did the like mystery ones where you have to like find the clues and obviously escape the room.
Yeah.
But I was like a golf one, a bowling one. What?
Oh no, not like escape rooms. Like I meant just like activities.
I was like, yo, what kind of escape rooms?
There was an escape room that, this is really dating myself. that James Charles did back in like 2019. He did one where there was like a bowling ball on a track and you had to follow it around and stuff like that. Some escape rooms get absolutely crazy with it. They can go into like 3 or 4 giant rooms. Like my office is fairly huge, so it'd be like 4 or 5 rooms of my office for one escape room.
Wow.
And it all depends on the rooms. Some rooms are like, yeah, you can destroy anything in this room, and then they have to reset it, and it's just like, holy moly, that would drive me insane.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would definitely
Mm-hmm.
that'd be bad. No joke, but I kind of want to go to escape room right now. I actually have plans to go to one, I think next week, and then our group was talking about going to one too.
Mm-hmm.
Horror escape room. Hi, Visante. I'm not gonna lie, I get very like I don't like when things jump out at me, so I'm like very jumpy with that kind of stuff. Again, I'm someone who after watching a scary movie, first of all, I probably wasn't watching the movie. I was probably just like this the whole time. Just a disclaimer. But I'm someone who like once the movie is done, I'm fine. I can walk around in my house in the dark. I'm fine. It's fine. But if something jumps out at me, I'm gonna be like yeah.
Just a quick like slap across the face and
they probably
that's my go-to move.
Yeah, I'd probably be like
yeah, there you go.
Escape rooms. Wayne, you also work with escape rooms too, right? Spy themes start to the relationship off with suspicions already. 2019 isn't that long ago. This is true.
That's true.
Watch you give up on escaping the room and just bolt the entire time. I think that'd be like if they're like, oh, destroy everything. I could see people like wanting to destroy everything for the sake of destroying everything instead of like actually doing the escape room.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. That's why they have like destruction rooms now, where all they do is just give you
stuff to break.
Plates and vases that you have to go in full protective gear, and you just get a sledgehammer, and you just go absolutely nuts.
Haven't been to one, but I've seen them.
Yeah.
They look fun.
Me neither. That would be a fun date. Maybe not.
I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
It depends. But I'm like, that's a lot of work.
Yeah, that's then you're all sweaty and stuff like that. And then if you're going out to dinner after, it's like,
So I was like, maybe not a first date, but like once we're like comfortable. You know.
Absolutely.
Please do not have sexy time on the bed in the escape room. It's a prop. Yeah. I've genuinely been close to having to tell a team not to do that. Oh my god, Wang.
Yeah.
If you chose not to escape, isn't it just a room? Asking the real questions here.
That's mind-blowing to think about. That's a shower thought and a half.
It's like that one where the brain just lights up.
Yeah, the Tim and Eric sketch just
Heck yeah, escape rooms, most anyway, are really fun. I always had fun. I've only done a few. Did we talk about food already? We haven't, but we asked everyone else about food.
Ooh.
Actually, yeah. What is your favorite dish?
Favorite dish?
Like if you had a really bad day and you just want to eat your absolute favorite food from a restaurant, like a dish, not like not like popcorn or whatever. What would it be? What is the ultimate comfort food?
From a restaurant, it would definitely be Korean fried chicken.
Korean fried chicken.
For sure.
Where is your favorite Korean fried chicken place in the city?
Oh, I think you already know.
SFC?
SFC.
Yeah. SFC. Have you tried a lot of other ones?
Not recently.
Fair enough.
But I would love to explore more of them.
I'll keep that in mind.
There you go.
A friend of mine actually ended up accidentally holding onto a key item on the ground the group needed when he wanted to let the rest of the group do the escape room. Destroy the door to escape. Delayed them a bit. Stress destruction rooms seem expensive. You can probably just go at secondhand store and buy stuff in the wilderness. Honestly, for me, it's like just get a punching bag. I get tired after like a minute. And then the thing is when you punch, like even like not even like a crazy punching like a crazy heavy punching bag, like you need the gloves, otherwise it like really hurts your knuckles.
Mm-hmm.
Someone on video doesn't like the sweat. Names rhymes. Yeah, it's true. I actually don't really like sweating. It's kind of gross.
Mm-hmm.
I happen to miss 2 separate times doing escape rooms with friends. I really want to do one. I think better to do after. Don't want to be bloated. Yeah, that's true. Escape room first, food later.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Then you also have something to talk about at the
Yeah,
end
at
of the
dinner. You're right.
at dinner. Exactly.
You're so right. Oh my gosh, Mickey, you were streaming? You were streaming? What? Hello, hello. Thank you so much for the raid. Wait, you were playing COD? What the heck? Welcome to the dating stream. How was your day? How was your day? I didn't realize you were streaming. I like going to the batting cages and driving ranges to hit things. That's good. Yeah, true. Don't actually need to break them. I agree. That's why I was like, get a punching bag. Get some gloves though. Make sure you get some gloves or like some wraps. But like, personally from experience, the punching bag does the job. Does the job. Or just punch your pillows. It'll also make them fluffy in the process. Sup, yeah, just for a little bit, we tried out the 4 remastered for a bit. Ooh, I read this as slugs. I was like, nice. Oh my god, Teo. I guess we can end your part with a question.
Okay.
Let's see. Did you have any like irrational fears of something as a kid? Like, what was like your childhood like thing that you were scared of for no reason?
Big one was sharks in the pool.
Ah,
That one was a huge one.
Jaws.
It wasn't even Jaws. It was just I'm still terrified of sharks.
Yeah, fair enough.
I refused to go into the ocean and stuff like that, but I always had this irrational fear that for some reason there was sharks in the local pool. They just were kept under wraps and they were taken out at certain times, which of course wasn't true, but as a kid you didn't know. So it blew my mind when I started working there and I was like, huh, there are no sharks in the pool.
So you were working age and you're like, huh, where are the sharks?
No.
So you got a job at a pool. Hold up. You got a job at a pool while you thought that there were sharks, like fully thinking that there were sharks.
No.
And you went and got a job there anyways.
Yeah. But no, I was a pretty young age when I was rationally afraid of that stuff. I'm still irrationally afraid of things like even now. When I started working this new job at the escape room, one of the rooms is like, it's like blaring alarms and you have to crawl through this dark, tight space. And I'm like, there's going to be someone behind one of these dark spaces for some reason. Of course, that wasn't true because the only person that was in there was me. But like,
that makes it even worse sometimes. You're like, at least have a friend.
Yeah, exactly.
We can die together.
Having one other person makes it so much better. But because I was in there alone, I was just like, something's going to pop out and something's going to eat me. And this was not that long ago. This was back when I started working there. So I was just turned 24. So that's anxiety, man. That's anxiety for you. It can make these irrational fears for you.
I don't know if that's very irrational though. Like, I know it's just like you don't know what's in the dark sometimes, guys. And
exactly.
Like, the thing is, some of this shit actually like life is wild. Some of the shit that happens I can't believe is real. But the fact that it happens means that it's a possibility. So if it's a possibility, is it irrational? The sharks in the pool is different. Shower thoughts. We'll put that in the shower thoughts section.
There you go.
But Thank you for sharing. That was fun.
That was felt like a good session to get some things off my chest.
This was like therapy.
Yep.
I would be down
Oh,
for an escape room. I mean, you already
that-
know that, but like I think escape room would be really fun. Is there a shark
Absolutely.
in the shower?
Is there?
He's like, can never go in a shower again.
Not gonna shower.
Maybe my parents are just taking the sharks out of the shower.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, well, thank you for being here, guys. This is, again, another IRL friend, Jaytonitus.
Thank
Achievement
you for having me.
Hunter, guys. Achievement Hunter, and is going to 100% Dark Souls. Best of luck. Like, guys, instead of bless the pulse, we need to bless his soul.
Thank you. I'm already stuck.
Oh no.
It's been like an hour and I'm stuck on one boss.
Oh.
And it's like one of the hardest bosses in the game, so I'm not too upset by it. But it will be legendary when I vanquish this foe. It'll be fantastic. So
Sounds good.
thank you.
Good
Thank
luck.
you for all the blessings. And thank you once again for
Good luck.
having me, Aki.
Thank you for
being
being
so
here.
sweet. Thank you.
I appreciate you
That
coming
was-
on stream.
I appreciate you having me.
Well, have a wonderful night, and I'll see you in
You
chat.
as well. Absolutely.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.